Hey everybody, Mr. DiGiovanni here. In this video, we're going to be learning how to add and subtract integers or positive and negative numbers. First thing I want to talk about is just our definition of integers. You probably know this one from some of the other videos or from class. I like to define it in 4 simple words. If you know that answer right now, I want you to scream it out as loud as you can, wherever you are watching it, whether you're in the library, in the car, at home, in the kitchen. Your mom might look at you like something crazy is happening, but yell it out as loud as you can if you know it right now. All right, 4 words is the way we do it. Uh, no decimal, no fractions. Okay, any number not a decimal, not a fraction, that is an integer. That's what we're going to be working with today. Okay, the rules really wouldn't change if you were working with numbers that were decimals or fractions when they're positives and negatives. But just for starting off, we work with integers. So positive, negative numbers. No decimals, no fractions. Take a look here, example 1. Take a minute, pause the video, and copy down these rules, circle them, star them. These are really important rules. This is the key to everything. So I'll give you a second, pause the video. All right. Hopefully you've got those rules down now. We'll resume. So what we mean by this here is the sign in front of the number belongs to the number. So if we look right here, our 7 doesn't really have a sign in front of the number, but that means it's positive. That's just a given. It's understood. There's no sign in front that it's positive. Just like if we say, hey, you're 12 years old, you don't write, hey, plus 12, right? You usually write, uh, you don't write plus 12. You usually say, hey, I'm 12 years old. Okay, so we understand that that number in front is positive. All right, so anyway, we have a positive 7 and a positive 3. That means they are the same signs. Combine them, add them. So that'd be 10, right? And we keep the sign of that number. Okay. Down here, again, we all know this is the same thing. It's 3 plus 7 is the same thing as 7 plus 3. But again, if you look at it, it doesn't matter which order they're in, right? The 3 is positive. The 7 is positive. The sign stays with the number. Okay. 3 plus 7, same sign, combine them. It's going to be positive 10. Okay. Let's take a look at example 2. I've got the rules on each page. You don't have to copy the rules down again, obviously. Hopefully you've got them down in your notebook, a big circle and a star around them. So let's take a look here at example number 2. If you look here, the 3 has a negative sign in front of it. That's negative 3 minus 7, right? But the sign in front of the number belongs to the number. So the 3 is negative, the 7 is negative. So again, they are the same sign. This would be the same problem if I did this. Doesn't make a difference, right? 7 is negative, the 3 is negative. They are the same sign. Add them and keep that sign, right? Add them and keep that sign. So we know that 7 plus 3 is 10. Keep the sign. It's going to be negative. I don't know why that thing jumped up there. Got a mind of its own, I guess. All right, so same sign, just add the numbers themselves like you normally would and keep the sign. Okay, let's take a look at example number 3. All right, so now here, the 3 is negative, right? The sign in front of the number belongs to the number. And that 7 is going to be a positive. Right? It's got a positive sign, right? Negative 3 plus 7. Different signs. If they're different signs right now, they're different signs, take the difference, subtract the two numbers. So it's 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay. And the rules, okay, we're going to always keep the sign of the bigger number. You always keep the sign of the bigger number. And whatever number is bigger, you always keep that sign. That shouldn't have written in our notes. Not sure why that wasn't written in, right? So we get then keep sign of bigger number. Oh, not sure what we did there. My bad. Oh, technical errors, my bad, yeah. Anyway, so we wanted to add this onto our notes. I don't know how I forgot to put that in there in the first place. Keep the sign of the bigger number, okay? Let's erase that. Keep the sign of the bigger number. Here we are. All right, so we're different sign, take the difference, okay? Get rid of that stuff. I don't know what we're doing over there. All right, so take the sign of the bigger number. 7's bigger than 3. Take the sign of the 7, which is positive, okay? Check this out. All right, again, the sign of the number in front of the number belongs to it. If I just told you 7 minus 3, you all know the answer to that is 4. That's easy, right? So it's amazing how I can make the problem look a totally different way, a much easier way, depending on how I write it. Negative 3 plus 7. Now you guys scratch your head for it. You got to figure it out. Different signs, right? You subtract the numbers. Really the same thing. This is commutative property, right? I can make that 7 minus 3. That's commutative, okay? All right, let's take a look at example 4 here. All right, example 4, we have 3 minus 7. Okay, again, the 3 is positive, the 7 is negative. So we're looking at different signs here. Okay, subtract the two numbers. 7 minus 3 is 4. Take the sign of the bigger number. Again, 7 is bigger than 3. This is now negative. Okay, this is now negative 4. Okay. I want you to pause the page here. I want you to copy each of these down. Don't just write the answers. Copy each of them down. Take a few minutes. Answer each of these. And after you've done it, you can unpause the video. Okay, so hopefully you've already answered now and you've resumed. We'll go through these pretty quickly here. 5 plus 7. This is pretty simple. You should all know this. If you think about our rules, both these are positive. So you add the numbers and it's going to stay positive. Okay. Again, over here, this is just commutative property from the first one. 7 plus 5, same thing as 5 plus 7. They're both positive. Add the numbers, keep the sign. Same sign combined. Same sign combined. All right, now look at this. 7 minus 5. I know you guys all know the answer is 2. If you think about how the rules apply to it, 7 is positive. The 5 is negative. Again, the sign in front of the number belongs to it. Different signs, take the difference. That's what you're really doing. And you keep the sign of the bigger number. Well, 7's bigger than 5. That's why you made it positive 2. Look at this one. This is the same exact problem, just using commutative property. Different signs. Take the difference, subtract them. Well, 7 minus 5 is 2. 7 is bigger than 5, so you take that sign of the 7. Jump over here to the next column. Both these numbers are negative, negative 5 and negative 7. Same signs combined, same sign add them, right? That's 12, and keep that sign, it's going to be negative. You know, we $5 from yesterday. You borrowed another 7 today, you're negative 12. Okay? This next problem is the same thing as the one above it right here, just, again, commutative property, right? We're switching the 7 and the 5. Okay? So, same signs, add them, keep that sign. Look at this one now. Positive 5 minus 7. The 5 is positive, the 7 is negative. The sign in front of the number belongs to the number. Different signs. They're different signs. 5 is positive, 7 negative. Different signs, take the difference, subtract them. 7 minus 5 gives you 2. What number is bigger? The 7 is. So take the sign of the 7. Again, this one's same exact problem, just commutative property. We switch the order. We put the negative 7 in front. We put the positive 5 second. They are different signs. You take the subtraction, the difference of it, and 7 is bigger. Well, there you go. Hopefully that helps you out. And keep on practicing. One of my favorite games out there to practice adding, subtracting positive numbers is a game you can find anywhere. Several different game sites on the internet. Orbit Integers. Love it. A lot of good practice. Have fun playing it. See how quick you can go. See what rate you can get. See how many times you can win first place. Thanks for watching.